Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Omni Viewer, and I'm here today not with news regarding the MonsterVerse, unless of course you haven't heard of this particular update yet, but more speculation regarding a particular detail. Around the same time we got the first plot synopsis for Godzilla 2019, we also got a couple more details on the cast. Now we still don't know the full names or roles of everyone, but there's one addition in particular which stands out to me and really has my mind racing as to what it could possibly be. The actor in question is Mitch Kraft, who again is predominantly a TV actor. He's been in shows like Preacher, NCIS New Orleans, and the upcoming Marvel series Cloak and Dagger. So he is in Godzilla King of the Monsters, but his role is listed as Ancient Temple Guard. Well, that certainly raises a whole bunch of questions, doesn't it? As I said, we don't know the character names of most of the cast, and the few we do know at this point are either scientists or soldiers. The role of Ancient Temple Guard contrasts quite sharply with the rest of those. So what could that mean? There are several possibilities which come to mind. Possibility number one, he's from Skull Island. I had speculated in a previous video that the MonsterVerse version of Skull Island might actually wind up being the MonsterVerse version of Monster Island as well. And we know that not only do a wide variety of strange monsters exist on Skull Island, but there is also a human population there, as well as, you guessed it, a temple. If this possibility is correct, that doesn't necessarily mean that we'll be going to Skull Island during the movie. It's quite possible he's just someone Monarch took from Skull Island to get information out of. However, if he is from Skull Island, that does reinforce the likelihood of Skull Island becoming Monster Island at some point. Possibility number two, he's from a different island, quite possibly Infant Island. And in case you need the reminder, Infant Island is central to the mythology of Mothra. That's the place she calls home and where she's worshipped as a goddess. If this is the case, it's a very strong indicator that Mothra will be fairly close to how she's portrayed in the original movies. Not necessarily exactly, but close. Or at the very least, that she has her own island kingdom separate from Kong's. And of course, as you might surmise, it would mean the character of Ancient Temple Guard is directly connected to Mothra in some way. Third possibility, he's not connected to Mothra, he's connected to King Ghidorah. At this point, we still don't know King Ghidorah's MonsterVerse origins. All we know is that he was on Earth at some point in the past. He might be terrestrial, he might be extraterrestrial, he might be supernatural, we don't know at this point. However, we can surmise that wherever he currently is, he's dormant. So it's possible that ancient civilizations built a temple atop the place where he sleeps, and they have guards there to make sure no one sneaks in and accidentally wakes him up. The fourth possibility would be any of those previous three possibilities, but set in the past. That is to say, Mitch Kraft's scenes wouldn't be set in the present, but they would be flashbacks to ancient times when Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and King Ghidorah were really active. And of course, those are just the four possibilities that first jump to my mind. There might be any number of other possibilities we just haven't considered yet. If I were a betting man, I'd be leaning more towards the second or third possibilities, but at this point, any one of them has an equal chance of being right or wrong. But what do you guys think? Which monster do you think Mitch Kraft's Ancient Temple Guard is connected to? Do you think his scenes will be set in the past or the present? If he is from Skull Island, do you think that would be pushing too much in the way of connectivity? Or is that level of connectivity the sort of thing you live for? Feel free to leave your speculations below. Until such time as we meet again, this is the Omni Viewer, signing off.